Hello, so I'm back in Fallout 76. It's been getting some updates, been getting quite a few fixes, so it's a bit more stable to play now. There's still plenty of stuff for me to explore, plenty of things to find out. And also there's going to be some DLC pretty soon, so before we get into that, I always wanted to get my hands on two of sort of the best weapons in the game. Now, there is a couple more that you can get, like the two-shot Gauss rifle, there's the exploding shotgun, there's a few more, but to me, I kind of wanted to get two of these because one of them seems to be just that one shot when you really need that one shot, and it's sort of satisfying to get in up close and personal to some sort of monster of the wasteland and just pop in one time and then that's it. And then I always want to get the handmade because Rush Bible, that's why. So you always want to get the handmade because it just looks like the AK. So yeah, pretty powerful. I gotta say, they're the most OP stuff in the game that you can probably get. I mean, that's a level 60 Basaltron Sentry bot, whatever, and it's kind of one shot in everything. And this doesn't have the prime receiver, which I do have. I can craft that because I got that from the Scorch Beast Queen, and I can put this with Ultrasight. I didn't want to do that because Ultrasight's a bit sort of expensive to make. Sure, it gives you a bit more damage, but it's not really needed, to be honest, because you're just going to be sort of farming Ultrasight and Stable Flux and all that sort of stuff to try and get more ammo for it. So I just thought regular ammo is good enough. You can Scorch Beast at level 50, you can sort of 4 or 5 shot this easily enough to take down. You don't have to worry about it. And if you really want to go sort of sneaky, breaky, cheeky, bricky, all that like, you can just simply pull out the Two Shot Dragon with the exploding perk on it, and then that'll be able to one-shot pretty much everything. And the reason you want to do this is you want to kill as many Scorch Beasts as you can. Usually you can find, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, something like that per server, and then you have to switch. You can just basically go to every single fisher, kill them all, and then just sort of do that again. Now, the reason I do that is that's how I got my prime plans. Most of what I've got, I think I only have one from the Scorch Beast Queen. The rest of it I've got from just these regular Scorch Beast flying around. Doesn't matter if it's level 50, 65, 80, whatever it is, you're bound to get it. Just keep on killing them and eventually you'll end up getting some plants. So that's kind of what the handmade is. It's pretty good. Get yourself one of these because it's still fairly cheap to buy. I mean, I paid 8k for the both of them, so it's not really that much, 8,000 caps. I mean, you can probably end up trading stuff if you have them. Personally, I found that the easiest way to get this done is just go and post a message on the Fallout Discord. Post a message there that you're looking to buy one particular weapon you want to buy. Somebody will get back to you within a couple of hours at best. And then that's it. The next day or maybe even the same day, if you're lucky enough and he's online, you'll probably end up getting it there and then. Agree on the price with him. Usually I had about 3 or 4 getting back to me with sort of random prices. Obviously you go for the cheapest one and then that's it. Make him invite you to his team, invite you as a friend, whatever. Once you get the trade initiated, make sure he puts the right price in there for you to buy, and then that's it. There's not really anything for you to worry about scams. I mean, obviously don't put stuff on the ground, don't dump stuff on the ground so somebody can pick it, because if he can pick it up, then it's not guaranteed that he's going to give something back to you. But usually you shouldn't really have a problem if you do decide to actually buy this and not farm it. I mean, there is ways of farming this from 3-star legendary enemies. I mean, there is a couple ways that you can go to the Sugar Grove. You can stay at the White Spring. There's a few other places where you can go inside the mine. There's right above the White Spring, there's another mine that there's an event there that happens all the time, Uranium Fever. There's a couple of them anyway where you can probably try and get one, but it's so rare, and with all this sort of stuff that's been going on and all the bullshit duping and the glitches and the exploits that have been used and abused by other people, it's fairly cheap to buy just because of that reason. I think if this would have been done legit by a lot of people, wouldn't really have this. You'd probably have this one of the rarest guns in the game. But because that happened, it's a sort of good thing for you because you can just go and buy stuff now fairly cheap. I do suggest getting your hands on these two weapons. I mean, if you're on the, like I said, the Gauss rifle, get that. If you're on the shotgun, get that. There's the Gatling gun. There's a couple other things that you can get, but these are just some of the most satisfying guns in the game, the legendary ones to use and abuse when it comes to dealing with the wasteland monsters. So just to give you an idea what kind of damage you can get out of these two weapons. Now, the Two Shot Dragon, it's 3333, plus I can get a bit more with Nerd Rage, Chems, some other things like that. You can still get a bit more. So, plus you get in the 2.5 sneak damage. Plus you can get more by using Mr. Sandman. So this has 748, plus again the double, the 2.5 damage. So 3,333 times 2.5, it's 8,000, what, 300 something? That's your base damage, plus you can get more by using chems, and if you're using Mr. Sandman to give you an extra 50% more, then it's getting a bit stupid what kind of damage. You can one-shot every single creature in the game, apart from the Scorch Beast Queen. So this is my build. I went for a half and half build. I went for a melee build and a rifle build at the same time, so I can rely on both if I really need to. Get yourself these weapons. They're OP as hell. They're fairly cheap to buy still these days, and you'll have a lot of fun with them. That's it for me for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.